Hey guys, it's Kellyanne coming at you with another reading. This was a good one too. The question was not if he's gonna come back, but when he comes back. So the cards came out the way the cards came out. I pulled Oracle cards first, and then the Naked Truth cards, and then clarified with the tarot. So let's get right to it. Time Apart came out, which talks about being apart. He said, I need to retreat. Maybe that. He's protecting, or she's protecting, the other person from their dark shadow side. Okay? Intensity. They feel it. They're almost obsessed. Even though they're in separation, they're not coming towards you. And they're learning. You both have learned from the separation. Separation isn't always a bad thing, Sometimes you need to step away to regather and heal and decide what you want to do. This one was what? A spark. Yeah. The intensity of you all's relationship was definitely passionate, definitely, lit the fire. And they believe that you're destined to be together. And you don't need to rush, right? And then we have forgive. We all know that forgiving really is for ourselves, not for the other person. It frees us. But they need to be forgiven too. They didn't know that they caused you pain and hurt you pretty bad. And they're sorry. And then there's silence. Needed a break. But they'll be back, right? And then expectations. They knew that they could not be the person that you wanted them to be. So they ran, basically. And felt you had expectations of them that they just couldn't live up to. But they're working on it. And then opening up. They feel like you were the one that got the closest, opened them up the most. Feelings they never felt before. Alright? So, then I laid down the naked truth. It says, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. Just because somebody ghosts you or leaves you physically does not mean that they're not with you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They probably just got afraid. It says, I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. Right. And then this one says, I pretend like I don't care, but it's quite the opposite. My feelings for you are a little bit obsessive. And this one says, this isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business, which is kind of scary, but okay. And then this was, I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside, right? And then, of course, the addiction card. Clouded their vision. They're working on it. And then they claim that you put them on the spiritual journey, which you probably did. they probably never dealt with somebody who is intuitive or is honest. People say they want honesty, but not always, right? So then we clarified. And here we have from Do You Think of Me? The Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So we almost have to go through this, I don't want to say poverty, but it's like a lack of abundance of love, understanding, compassion, all the things that they did to you in order to get to a state of Zen. You can't know one without the other, correct? How do you know that you're in Zen? Because you're no longer in impoverished soul feeling, right? And then we have, I hate that I hurt you. Please don't blame yourself. So at first, we both came out as the Queen of Swords, which, of course, is bitter, mad, more strategic, doesn't feel the love like she did before, right? She's more cutthroat. And then the Page of Cups. So you want love brought to you, even though you're in that hard. It's just like him. He's faking it, or her. It's almost like the love is more intense when you come from a Queen of Swords, right? And then we went to I Pretend, and it's Temperance and the Ace of Wands. So it's almost like balancing love or passion with consciousness and reality, and because passion is a great feeling, but it's not reality usually. And then we came to learning, and it is the Four of Wands, which is stability, right? And balance. So from your learning, you're learning stability and balance. And then from the Spark, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So I am figuring that if they return, when they return, you must remember that you are what is being celebrated. And he must show you the ultimate love. Because if somebody comes back after leaving you, especially if you're not healed from it, it will just cause more trauma. All you would do is open up a wound and let it bleed more. So never let somebody come back if you are not solid with yourself. And never question their behavior, okay? Question your behavior. And 9 out of 10 times when somebody has ghosted you or left you, you knew it was coming. It was your greatest fear. If you fear it, then you feel that it's going to happen. And then you manifest it. So if you're always worrying that someone's going to leave you, someone's going to leave you, someone's going to leave you, guess what? They're going to leave you. That's how it is. Think about the person that you really aren't that interested in and you don't care one way or the other. What happens? They're up your ass. They're calling all the time because you have no expectations. But when you really love someone or care about them, you need them to fill a void that is in you. And they can't. They never will. And to put that on them is daunting, especially for people who aren't connected to their emotions and their feelings. And most men aren't. Very few. The Four of Pentacles. So, forgiving is a controlled and a decision to do that. And I said that usually just, forgiveness is really not for them, it's for you. So you can move on. Get them out of your heart. Get them out the bitterness, wipe away the tears and move on. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Once you forgive, conscious choice, the abundance will come rolling back in. You're blocking yourself off if you cannot forgive and let go. This one's the intensity. We took that one, did that one, did that one, did that one, did that one. Let's see what's down here. Oh, yes. The forgiveness is also, I pulled 2 more cards on it, because forgiveness is really big. Okay? And you come in with the Page of Swords, which is kind of like, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And then once you forgive, you get to take this journey over again. You get to be more carefree and not be so hurt. And then we move down to the Silence. Okay? And the 2 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. So here is contemplating of what to do next after you come through this battle of why they're silent, when they're going to call, when they're going to be, wishing they were there, all that stuff. Just want to talk to them. When someone's silent, they're speaking very, very clearly that they do not want to speak, they do not want to conversate, they don't want to try and figure it out. And it's exhausting when someone is like that. I mean, we've all experienced the person that likes us more than we like them. And it's like, oh my God, you don't want to do it. You just close up because it's like, And then we have the intensity of when we do really love someone and they do really hurt us and you don't want to say anything more to perpetuate the pain and the suffering. So you go silent. Like they say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the pain of ourselves that we lash out and say things we definitely don't mean. So being silent, if somebody has left you and been silent, ultimately they did you a really big favor. Because if somebody leaves you and does that to you, most likely they don't value you. You're not in their heart. Because if they were in your heart, you were in their heart, they'd never be able to leave. Unless they have major issues. Or they're doing it for the both of you. Because it was just getting worse. Sometimes when you're so passionate about somebody, it really does get ugly. And if you've never felt those feelings before, it really gets crazy. So expectations. Yeah, you have to put a death to this choice of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You can't have expectations from somebody that you want them to be themselves, genuine and authentic. It just puts a label on them and then they feel like they need to do it and then they become a phony for you. And then later you're like, what happened to the guy that I loved? Well, you cut him down. You made suggestions. You turned him into he went from a truck guy to an SUV guy, and that's not who he was. But he did it for you. You gotta put an end to that. There will be no beginning, no new beginnings if that does not come to an end of the expecting them to be all these things for you. If you can't accept somebody exactly the way they are, then they're probably not for you. Improvement is good. Building together is great. But ultimately, that person is going to be that person. If they're not a suit guy, they're a sweatshirt guy, that's who they are. Okay, so this, we moved on to this one. I clarified it. And it was I'm on a spiritual journey. So the Knight of Pentacles is trying to grow something, trying to be something more. The Ace of Cups is obviously someone trying to fill their cup, trying to find self-love so they can give love. You can't give love unless you have it for yourself, right? And then the Four of Cups is usually a missed opportunity. So now they're on the spiritual journey knowing or feeling, or you, that it was a missed opportunity. If you would have paid more attention to the signs, maybe this would never have happened, right? And then the Page of Pentacles, which comes back to the king, the knight. So you will find each other. I believe that. Maybe not in this lifetime, but you will. And then opening up is, yeah, oh my goodness, right? Look at these cards. This is the backstabbing 10 of swords, all the swords are in your back. This one is Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, like beat down but still standing. Seven of Pentacles is giving generously, sharing, right? Oh no, Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. Eight is working hard. So this is seeds that have been planted in the past that are now coming, starting to grow because you intentionally planted them. And then we have the Hanged Man. Doesn't look like a man, but it is, which is a change in perspective. So obviously, if you are hurt like that, have time to be the wounded warrior. You do think about the things of the past and how it was before somebody tried making you into something you're not. And you see that, and you make a decision whether you want to stay or go. Can't make somebody stay or go. And then where else did we go with this? Oh yes, these are the time cards. So they were takes time, end it now, which I think is talking about expectations. Many fears. Are they going to come back? Most likely. They think about you at night all the time. For the last 6 months, it's been pretty intense that they've been thinking about you. It's saying next month, soon, and take the chance. And then we clarified that one with, this is the Knight of Swords. Sleepless nights. So they are thinking about you at night. Let's see, what's this one? Six of Pentacles, that's the card of generosity. So they're thinking about giving again. And the Ace of Pentacles, yep. It can definitely grow. It's there. You gotta work on it. And then oh no, this one was over here, the King of Wands, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this is where I went crazy with these cards over here. Okay, so I wanted to pull more cards on this timeline here. And the Queen of Wands came out with the Nine of Cups. So passionately, you found love, fulfillment of love. Because you had strength to carry on. And to control your spending, which is abundance giving. Then we got the Two of Swords, which was a decision. You're going to have to make a decision. If they come back, do you want to take them back? If you're not healed from it and you still feel the pain, don't take them back. It's just going to get worse. If you can't completely let go of what happened in the past, not bring it up and start new, it's just going to get worse. And that takes a lot, believe me. The Six of Wands, you will be victorious, regardless if you're with this person or not. It's a learning lesson. And it's a Ten of Wands. It's a burden. It definitely is a burden when you take on the past and a lot of responsibilities and that aren't that much when you start a new, fresh relationship. So it's a lot of work going back with somebody and working on the issues and truly correcting them. But the Lovers came out, so I feel like you guys have a really good chance if he does come back. The Star, Wish, I think you both have the same intentions of loving each other. It's just, there could have been outside influences, a lot of fear, childhood wounds, triggers. And that's what, a twin flame, that's what they do. That's their job. Regardless if you guys end up together or not, it's their job to make you look at the issues, okay? And then the Hermit, which, we retreat. And so sometimes when a person ghosts you or leaves you, they need time to figure it out. And without you telling them how to do it. The World card came out, so it's definitely going to change. Everything's going to change if you let it, okay? And then the Emperor came out. And it was funny because I thought, wow, the first one was the Queen of Wands, and you end with the King of Wands, which is very zen, passion, fire. Don't get burned. So my suggestion is, if you are healed and feel like you can take personal responsibility for what happened in the relationship, because if they played you, if they used you, if they hurt you, it only should happen one time, right? If it happens more than one time, then it's on you. And ultimately, if they felt that they could do that to you, it's because there's something about you that let them think they could do that. Okay? Not that you deserved it, but it's human nature. When someone is being attacked, they're going to find a way to get an up on you. You know what I mean? Usually going back together does not work. But a long silence and a long time away from each other gives you a better chance to be with other people. If the problems are yours, then it's going to keep going with the same person. I mean, same problems with the next person. It's an inside job. If you can't be completely happy and fulfilled all by yourself, it's unreasonable to think that another person can fill your cup. You gotta fill it yourself. Not that I know how to do that, but that's what I think we should do. If I could, I would. It'll happen. Everything I let go of has claw marks in it, so I don't let them go. You invest all this time in a relationship, and it doesn't work out, and you just feel foolish, right? But you didn't. You gave it your all, and that's what you should do for every single relationship until the right one comes along. Because there is somebody there for you. There definitely is. Okay? Thanks, guys. Manna Moon Tarot, 329, Mistress of Manor, 3399 on Cash App. Thank you so much for the people who have donated. I love my decks. You guys have helped me so much with all these decks. There's just one more I want. It's called Pulp Magazine. It's a really cool deck. That's the next one on my list. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, Mistress of Manor 3399. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I hope this helped.